Mikey Garcia here. Just want to remind you and recommend the fighter training stack. Helps you improve your speed, recovery, and if you want to take your training to that next level, like all the world champions and like myself, then I suggest you take on the fighter training stack by Snack.
To Paulie Malignaggi a week after the bare knuckle boxing. Give us some insight a week later you have to reflect on the whole experience, Paulie.
I don't know. I got robbed. I got robbed. Everybody I've talked to at least. I saw the
Beast.
What's up, baby? What's going on?
Beast.
There's a love, baby. There's
I thought you got robbed too, Paulie.
I mean, here's the problem. I didn't expect to have to fight cerebrally because. And it's credit to Artem Lobov. He's a tough guy. I love Artem, honestly. Afterwards we spoke, and he's a good dude. And honestly, I hope he can take advantage of the win and give himself momentum to make more money. But regardless, in the fight, I broke my hand in round 2. Okay, now you have to make an adjustment once your hand is broken. As you can see, it's in a cast.
So is that why you went from basically dominating the first 2 to kind of like certain, I won't say struggle,
boxing, but... No, I wasn't struggling for shit, actually. I wasn't even breathing heavy because the pace was still being fought at my fight, at my pace. And also, I mean, they basically gave him the 3rd round because I tripped over his foot. How do you give the guy the 3rd round? And in essence, the fight, because I tripped over his foot one time. Like, this lefty versus righty. Like, the announcers are not even bringing out the fact that it's lefty versus righty. 2 things you got to bring out when it's a lefty versus righty is your feet might clash and heads might clash. You know what I mean? Like, none of that was ever brought out. In the 3rd round, when I did trip up, like everybody made like he landed a punch. It's okay for the crowd to feel that they're retarded anyway, but the announcers don't bring it up. They show the replay actually between rounds. The shot don't even land. I mean, it kind of grazes me here as I'm going this way, but he's a southpaw, so his feet are gonna get in the way. As a matter of fact, I had a false knockdown countered against me against Zab Judah for the same thing. Like as a referee, you know, you're gonna catch these things. I think the referee was on it anyway. It wasn't a knockdown, but the judges made like. Because this is the only way they could have gave him round 3. There's no, because he lost round 3 worse than he lost round 1. Mm-hmm. So the only way you can give him round 3 is if you believe that punch actually stumbled me. Right. One of the announcers, the MMA guys, like every time Artem touches him, he hurts him. Like, so you know, it was a fucking free-for-all zoo, bro. Between the judges, the crowd, the announce team. Antonio did a pretty good job. I would have liked for Antonio to bring out certain things because he was a southpaw and he understands certain things. But regardless, it was a fucking zoo, bro. It was a fucking zoo. I mean,
how'd you score the fight?
I think the fighter goes 3-2 me or 4-1 me, or even if you make the 5th round an even round. I think I lost the 4th round. You know, he was able to get inside on me a little bit and cause these cuts. The 5th round, the only reason I couldn't dominate it because I had no hands left. Because my left hand, as you can see, my left hand is still swollen. So imagine how bad it was. Imagine how bad it was right down the fight. So I have the one hand I can use. The one hand I can use is now swollen as hell, and the other hand's broken. So the 5th round, I wasn't able to dominate it for the sheer reason that I had no hands left. You know what I'm saying? My hand is broken and whatnot. So really, it's a shame because I don't think more so the judges understood the adjustments I made to fight 3, 4, and 5 a certain way. You know, I didn't want to fight that way. I wanted to dominate the fight a little better, and I was when I had 2 hands. But you know. These MMA guys are driving me nuts. Like, I mean, the fans are retarded, but I've listened to some of the MMA critiques. Like, they made like this guy made adjustments. Yeah, he made adjustments. Adjustments? I broke my hand, bro. I made the adjustment because I broke my hand and I had to fight a defensive fight. Here's the problem, bro. What's up, man? Here's the problem. The reason they can't understand how to watch this fight with a guy with a broken hand is because whenever they have an injury in their sport, they go. And the fight's over. In our sport, when we got an injury, we got to fight through it. Otherwise, we get criticized. So when I broke my hand, I went back to the corner. I didn't think about quitting. I said, let me sit down and let me figure how I'm going to fight the rest of this fight one-handed. Because I can control this fight. I've done it in the past with one hand when I've broken my hands. Let me figure out how to do it. They don't even, their analysis of the way the fight went, they don't even consider the broken hand. Because when they get an injury, it's... right away, no balls. Okay, that's how their sport is, and it's accepted and it's praised and everything. So, what I should have done in reality, I'm a schmuck because what I should have done when round 2 ended, my hand was broke. I'm getting paid the same money anyway. I should have sat in the corner and been like, "Fuck this! I'm 38. I'm done. My hand broke. I'm done." You know what I mean? That's what I should. I should have been like them. What they would have done.
Too much heart.
It's not about too much heart. It's that my mind is programmed a certain way. I've been boxing for so long. You know what I'm saying? So my mind is programmed to figure out a way to win in another method, another way to win. And so And not to mention, I felt like I could control him one-handed anyway because I see his feet were a little slow, and I see, you know what, I can pop him off the jab and walk him into check hooks and whatnot. And like I said, credit to Artem because Artem never stopped trying, and ultimately that was rewarded, the fact that he never stopped trying. But again, the MMA announcer, which was a complete waste of time, as you notice, I'm keep going back to him. He also said when the rounds are close, he gives it to the pressure guy. The pressure guy has to land punches, though. Fourth round, he landed punches. The rest of the fight, he didn't land punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a fight. This is not follow the leader. You know what I'm saying? So if you are coming forward and you are not landing punches, but you're walking into punches, you're not fighting. You're playing follow the leader. You don't win rounds to play follow the leader, because you win rounds when you land punches. Okay? I was the one landing punches, even going backwards. Now, granted, my output had to diminish, yeah, because my left hand was hurt, my left hand was hurting, and my right hand was broken. So, you know, as we go along, my output's diminishing more and more. So, yes, it made 4 and 5 a little closer. We'll give him 4. 5 is up in the air. Want to give it to me? You can, because I'm the only one landing shots. You want to give it to him? You can, because he's coming forward a lot more, and I'm not throwing as much. Or you want to make it a 10-10 round? You know what I'm saying? You can make round 5 a 10-10 round if you want. But 1 through 3 is a very easy fight to score, cuz 1 through 3 is as easy as it gets. Because if you gave him 1, I dominated 3 more than 1. I tripped over his foot making that defensive move. You literally think about how these barnyard hillbillies scored this fight. You literally gave him the 3rd round, and in essence, that's the switch round because 4 and 5 you want to give him. Okay, you literally gave him the 3rd round because I tripped over his foot with 40 seconds left and making a defensive move on a shot that grazed me this way. And his foot was the one that made me. Now, granted, the replay guys never showed it. The announcers never asked for a replay. Because me, when I see something like that, I'll go in my headset. I'll go back to the truck. I'll be like, yo, get me a replay of the feet on that. You know what I mean? Because I know the feet clipped each other. The replay actually showed the punch, not the feet, mind you. So the punch kind of lands. So now you think the punch did that. You know what I'm saying? So these barnyard hillbillies literally cost me the fight because I made a defensive move that tripped over his foot around 3. That's what it comes down to.
So would you run it back? Or do you want to see Connor? Do you want to see Connor?
I ain't running it back, bro. I ain't running it back, man. My hands are killing me, man. My hands are, I broke this one. Look at this hand. It's been a week. Look at the size of it still. And this is on anti-inflammatories, prescription anti-inflammatories. It's still swollen. I got numbing in my fingers. Like, I had to fucking use this hand and only this hand for the last 3 rounds, yo. I'm not doing this again. Fuck that. I broke this shit. You think I need this in my life? You know, I gave him a show of 3, 4, and 5 instead of quitting, and my reward was to get fucked. I gave them a show 3, 4, and 5. I could have done like them. I could have went like they do in that fucking culture. I could have done that. Instead, I fucking sat down, and not only did I fucking continue the fight, I continued the fight cerebrally, thinking of ways I could set traps and beating him with one hand. I didn't just go continue just for the fuck of continuing. I continued with the intent to win the fight and got fucked because why? Because these barnyard hillbillies can't understand boxing to that level of IQ. They understand coming forward and brawling, but they don't understand, okay, now I gotta set traps fight going backwards because when I'm fighting with one hand, I can't go forward. I gotta set traps going backwards. These fucking barnyard hillbillies couldn't understand that, so I wasted my time boxing to a cerebral level, which, like I said, I never intended to anyway, because I knew that that kind of IQ was never going to be understood. And literally, if you listen to any of their analyses, you got Chael Sonnen talking about how boxing, it's not a sport. These guys just walked in and beat me. Chael, cuz, you not that old, bro. Go and do it. Go and do it, bro. Go and do it. Go fight any light heavyweight in the world. Ben Askren, the same shit. Cuz, I did it with one hand. I did it with half a hand. And I did it bare knuckle. Go and do it. Go put on gloves if it's not that hard, because you know we make more than you guys. We know it. You know we get paid more than you. You know that already. So come and do it, cuz. It's that easy. Go make your money.
Do you think it's here to stay bare knuckle? Like,
listen, bare knuckle was cool. It was a cool experience. I'm not gonna lie. It was overall like being in the fight. And Artem was all hard, bro. Like Artem never stopped trying. So that's why I gained that respect from him. You know, because yes, I had one hand and then wound up being half a hand by the end of the fight. Artem never stopped trying. Let me tell you something else about the fight, though. Actually, because another thing I noticed they critiqued was they didn't let him fight inside. They didn't let him fight in. Let me tell you about the inside fight.
Yeah, I heard that.
The referee is supposed to make sure the action always flows. Okay, he's there to make the action always flow. They want a lot of action in there. I was physically not just a little stronger than Artem, I was physically a lot stronger than Artem, okay? So every time he got in close, he got locked up. The referee broke us because he's not gonna wait 10 seconds for me to lock him up and see if Artem is gonna break the lock or not. He wants to get the action going quick because it's only 2-minute rounds. So as soon as he saw me lock him up, I gotta break him, I need the action to flow. Because in 2-minute rounds, if I give you 10 seconds to break a lock that you're not breaking, half the round it's gonna be just me holding you. You know what I mean? So there was no, hey, the referee didn't let him fight. The referee let him fight. I locked him up. The one time I didn't lock him up, he was good. He got me with these shots. He cut me, and he did what he did. But don't give me this bullshit, you MMA posers. Don't give me this bullshit. Like the referee didn't fucking the referee didn't let him fight on the inside. The referee let him fight on the inside. I locked him up on the inside. That's how it went, and that's why we got broke on the inside because he didn't want us wait. The referee didn't want to wait 10 seconds to see. Okay, I guess he's not gonna break this hold, so let me break him now. Because then you're wasting 10 seconds every time there's a fucking clinch, okay? And you're not giving the fans action, okay? So that's why the breaks happen so fast. So once I locked him up, there's no reason to wait for me to keep locking him up for another 10 seconds. The referee wants to make the action continue. The promoter wants action. The fucking fans want action, and that's why we got broke so fast. For you fucking mutts who make up these explanations as you go along. So basically, another thing I'm gonna count. They said, oh, it's not boxing. No, hold on. I'm not done. Now you guys got me going. They said it's not boxing, it's a fight. Well, there isn't. Okay, boxing is a form of fighting. So we're fighting in a fight where there's no gloves. You can't kick. You can't take down. You're allowed to fight on the inside, hold and hit, but I nullified all of them except one time. So you can't kick, you can't take down, and I nullified all your holds except one. We're still fighting, but now, you know what that's called? Now we're boxing. Because that's all I'm letting you do. Now we're boxing. So it is boxing because I made the fight a boxing match. Okay? So you, by those scorecards, you're telling me he outboxed me. Can you imagine? These fucking barnyard hillbillies, even me one-handed, had him outboxing me. That's the way they fucking scored it.
You got a new hashtag, barnyard hillbillies.
Unfucking believable. Like I'm baffled. I'm baffled because I wasted my time boxing one-handed, fighting one-handed, and being smart. And outclassing him one-handed. And like I said, credit to Artem is not against him because honestly, the reason I respected him so much is because he kept coming, bro. I saw the confusion in his face, bro. As he was coming forward, one time he actually shot in like he was gonna take me down and then change his mind, like, oh, I can't take him down. Like, bro, he was that confused, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so don't give me all this bullshit. I was looking at him dead in his face as he was boxing. My hands were killing me. But you know what? Respect to him. He never stopped trying. He never stopped coming forward. And for that reason, I shook my hand. I shook his hand afterwards, and I wish him the best after this. And if he's gonna get the result, that he got this victory, then I want him to make more money off it because I know this counts for a lot. This result. But don't give me the fucking bullshit and make up this whole bullshit about he adjusted and we weren't allowed to fight inside. And don't give me this whole bullshit. The fight was a robbery, plain and simple. The fight was a robbery. The fight was a robbery, plain and simple. Don't give me this fucking bullshit. Don't make it up. Take your win. Go home. Be happy. But don't fucking overestimate what the fuck happened. Don't over fucking think it. Don't make shit up. The fucking fight happened. I had one hand for 3 rounds. I still outboxed him for the most part. I ended up winding up with a half a hand because even this one was fucked up, okay? And we still did what we did, okay? And credit to Artem, he gets credit, and hope he does good things. But don't
Are you officially retired?
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Are you officially retired?
I gotta retire. My hands hurt. That's it. I'm done.
Any regrets on the build-up?